Shut up and sit down.
Welcome back, guys, to Don't You Hate It. I'm Sam.
I'm Heather.
Oh my goodness, we're back. So some things that's been going on in my days recently. I've been getting into some GTA 5. Have you ever played GTA 5?
You've tried to show me how to play GTA. I'm not good at it. I cannot make the car go.
What do you mean?
Or I make the car go too much. It'll just I'll just ram into the side of a building.
Well, I mean,
I really can't I can't stay straight. I can't turn well. I've never been good at driving games.
That's fair. I mean, there's other things to do in the game than drive.
I understand, but I still can't move.
Okay.
And when driving is most of it.
Yeah.
There you go. I've really only tried to drive. I don't think I've done anything else. You've just taken over.
Well, I try to make the game fun for myself and everyone. I mean, sorry, I'm toying with my headset, but I can't find a sweet spot. I can barely hear us. We're good. We're still in the same recording studio as last time. The people in the other studio are still big dummies.
Pee pee poo poo.
Yes. But we're going to all make it work. I'm trying my best to just keep these consistent. I'm passionate about the work I do and want to continue doing it, even though we only get 2 viewers a week.
I'm glad.
Yes. So what else has been going on with you?
I have been taking some shifts at Spirit Halloween because it is the same kind of, what is it? The same business, I guess? I don't know. As the place that I work at currently.
Oh.
And it's too stressful. I don't like it. I really like Halloween. Working at a Halloween store is terrible. It's not as fun.
Okay.
It's just kind of high stress all the time, and people are really mad.
Why?
Customers?
Well, just why is it high stress all the time and people are mad?
Because it's only open during Halloween, and it's a Halloween store. So everyone is in there, and it is busy almost every single day, especially towards actual Halloween, because they're like, you're a Halloween store. Why don't you have all of the stuff in on Halloween? And I'm like, that's crazy, because we're open for a little bit, and then everyone's supposed to get their stuff earlier on in the season. We're down to bare bones at the actually no bones, because everyone already got the bones at the store.
Okay.
There are some bow ties, maybe a cane if you're lucky, a mask,
nice.
Possibly.
Nice.
I don't know. It's all strewn around the store anyways.
I was thinking about this the other day. I was wondering if like Spirit would have like a blowout sale kind of thing where like everything's like 50% off or more.
Yeah.
But they do or no?
They were supposed to do a 50% off sale for the 1st and 2nd of November. And then they cut that and did 25% for November 1st. And then the 2nd, they're closed. And then they're just going to be packing up.
Okay.
And I went,
oh,
okay, so we're greedy.
In case you couldn't figure it out from our verbiage, this is recorded in the future, a few weeks. This will probably be coming out. I'm not going to even guess. But it'll be out.
Yeah.
So by recording them in advance, it saves us a lot of stress and anxiety and fear of not getting it done. So
yeah, if we have the time to record something, we will try to record something in advance. We will basically do it all the time.
Yeah. Not like months or like a whole lot in advance, but
yeah,
we have a little stockpile that we're gonna start setting up here. But yeah, we've been going hard. The weather's getting colder. I assume by the time this comes out, it'll be even colder. This morning I woke up and it was just frigid. I think this morning it was only 38 degrees, 39.
It was absolutely terrible. I had to go to work this morning,
Yeah.
and it was so cold.
Yeah.
and my car doesn't really understand how to heat up.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe I just can't do it because I'm doing what my dad told me to do, and it works after a couple of minutes. But I just can't heat up my car that fast, and it's still like pretty cold once I get to work.
I mean, like, I still have a hard time. I mean, I also have a hard time heating up my car, but I think it's just kind of regular car thing. We can't expect it to just be hot when we turn on the car.
It's just I can't just turn on like the heat. I have to do the vent, and it's either just do the vent to keep the.
What does that mean? The vent.
Can I explain it
Yeah,
first
go
before you
ahead.
ask?
Okay, all right.
The vent to like defrost and everything, so it needs to like keep defrosting the whole time that I'm in the car because I got some hot breath, I guess. I don't know. And then I can only have, while that's on, I can only have my feet fan? I don't know. I can only have the feet on, and so I do the feet in the vent, and then everything else has to stay cold until it can warm up.
When you say you can only have the feet on, does that mean that like none of the other fans work, or like?
It doesn't have a setting. Like since I need to have the vent on, like when it's cold, I can either just have the vent on or do the vent in the feet, because those are the only modes that have the vent on for it.
So, I'm still confused about the vent. What is the vent?
Defrost.
Oh, so it's just the defrosters then.
So I feel like I kind of said that.
Well, I don't know them as vents, so I was like.
I said the vent
vents.
to defrost.
I see. Well, they're called defrosters now that you know, so you can call them defrosters.
I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Okay. Well, my car also takes a bit to heat up. I usually just run it and then go back inside, because that's the way I know how to heat up a car.
I'm afraid to do that. Someone's going to steal my car.
Otherwise, I just throw on a coat and don't take it off and just drive. But usually that's what I do because I am impatient and don't want to go outside just to have to go back inside and then back outside.
Mm-hmm.
But those the remote starts, those are really cool. My mom was the first person that I had seen that had one of them. Are you familiar with what that is?
Yeah, I think that would save a lot of time and energy when it's cold out. I just don't have none of the people in my family have a remote start car.
Well, yeah. I bet they would be nice, but they're not necessarily.
Yeah, I guess, but when it's like, oh, I'll just be cold, and then I'll hate it the entire time and be all when I get to work because I'm freezing. If I could just have a warm car to get there, it would make me feel a little better. I
drive in the cold and then I look forward to being at work, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm like, yes, I can't wait to be inside.
I don't know. Maybe I only remember being like I worked at the warehouse that I had a lot of issues at, and that was during the winter. So maybe that's why I was mad.
Well, besides the car being cold, I do have a really hard time with when it gets foggy on the windows. I don't know what to do to fix that.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I struggle with that.
That's why I always have to have the defrosters on.
Yeah.
They have a little, my dad has one. I really need one, and you do too. It's like a stick. Stop.
Well, what?
Never mind.
What?
I wish we were in the other studio where I couldn't see you.
What do you mean?
Ugh. It has like a little microfiber towel wrapped around the end of a stick, but it's on a flat surface. I'm doing a terrible job. Whatever. It's a microfiber thing, and you can clean your windshield with it. It doesn't matter.
What do you mean?
I don't know what I'm talking about. Now I feel stupid.
Well, no, I'm just trying to imagine it. I imagine like a paint stick, and you put 2 slits into it, and then tied a rope on it.
Oh.
Rope on a stick, Doug.
Basically, if
Soap on a rope.
you picture a Swiffer but it's tiny. There you go.
A small broom.
Kind of.
Did you ever have
Yeah.
a Swiffer sweeper? Do you know what that is?
Does it have a flat surface on the bottom?
Yes.
I did not have a use for it, but I do know what it is.
It was very nice. Pick up all the dog hair, and we had we had two dogs at one point, but our first dog Kobe would just shed so much, so we'd take the Swiffer sweeper out and turn it on and get all the hairs and such and the crumbs. But
does that work on carpet?
no,
Oh.
it was just for the tile
Got it.
on the wood. But I don't think it actually had batteries either. I remember it, but I don't remember it.
Okay.
I remember it being there, and I remember talking about it a lot, like being like, "Ah, yes, I'm gonna get the Swiffer sweeper." But we had this handheld one, a handheld version of the Swiffer sweeper, where it was just like a bristle brush kind of, but it had rollers and the little fingies to pick up the hair, and you just kind of brush it onto something. At that point, if you're down on your hands and knees and just like scrubbing
use your
something,
hands.
exactly, just pick up the hair. But I guess in theory, it might have been nice. Maybe that's what it was for like carpet, because then that would make more sense. You know?
Possibly.
Comb,
I don't know.
Comb through the carpet.
It was hard to vacuum everything. My dog also shed a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
But it just kind of ended up staying there.
Yeah, the hair.
Yeah, we would the worst of it was just like on the steps because we had to put like little things of carpet on our steps once he was getting a little older
Oh,
because we had the wooden steps and he
Mhm.
would fall and we'd
Mhm.
feel really bad.
yeah. I don't know. I probably just would have. Well, yeah. There was my maintenance lady today. Who? What? Ah, thank you. Who helps clean my bathroom and such. She was saying that she's worried that my cat Olive, who lives with me in my dorm, she's like, I'm worried that she's gonna like run out the room. And I'm like, no, I don't know. She's too shy. She'd be more scared than anything if she were to do that. And she's like, but like, what if it happens? Like, what do I do? And I'm like, I don't know. Just, I don't know. And what?
I don't know where she'd get to.
Olive?
Yeah.
Yeah, all the doors are shut. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, if she gets out to the hallway, she could go down a couple hallways,
yeah,
but you'd have to like push a door open to
right.
get to the stairs.
Well, actually, there's she couldn't get below the third floor because
Yeah,
there is
she'd get to the second. No.
The-
Yeah, because
the
you're on the
fourth and
fourth
the
floor.
third.
She'd get to the third floor because there's stairs there.
right, but maybe she'd find a way into an elevator. Maybe she's really smart and she'll hit the button and wait.
Oh my god.
She'll ask someone to hold the door open for her.
Do you remember the commercial where someone was just like throwing cat treats off of a balcony and their cat was jumping up from the ground up to the second floor?
I don't think so. No,
Okay. I was
I'm-
just going to say that was Olive,
I like that though.
and then she would hit the little elevator button. She'd walk in on her hind legs
That's adorable.
with her little front legs all tucked in, and she's like,
Wow.
they go, hey, where's your mask?
Kitty mask.
She has
We-
to give over $1 to get a mask.
Jeez. We have had some wildlife in the dorm in the past. We had a bat problem for a while in our dorm, which was kind of fun though, because as an RA we were asked to go get them, and that was my favorite part of the job, to be honest. The bats would fly around and they wouldn't like bite or like do anything with. There was one bat that we used to swoop at people, and that just scared them. The bat wasn't gonna try to like bite them or scratch them or anything, but just swoop. So there was one time that the bat was caught in the elevator, and we were like, "Don't go to the elevator!" And like, eventually somebody called the elevator, so then it went. I think it went to the first floor then, and then it was just in the lobby and terrorizing people. And
Oh my
but-
goodness. I didn't hear about that one.
yeah, we had not bat nets, but they're butterfly nets, but they're a little bit stronger. They were bat nets though. I mean, that's what we used them for.
Well, there you go.
We still got 2 of them, even though we're not allowed to catch the bats anymore.
You're not
And-
allowed to?
No, they said that because of COVID, we're not allowed to, because that's how COVID started. But
Oh my god.
but I don't think
Okay.
that. I mean, I'm not gonna just snatch the bat and then eat it, you know, Ozzy Osbourne
Ozzy
style.
Osbourne.
But no, I miss doing that. But the bats have been gone, which is nice because, well, it's kind of nice and not nice because I don't think that whoever Ball State hired to get them out of there, I don't think that they just kind of like safely brought them out.
They
They
went-
definitely killed them all.
They went shoo shoo.
No,
Find another home.
that's what I'm upset about. I'm like, that means they definitely just gassed the hell out of them. Like,
No, they said I have a nice little hotel for you.
as much
Go
as
to
that,
the Bat Hotel.
as much as I would love that, I doubt it.
No,
I
that's
know.
what happened.
They were getting in through the elevator shaft. There's like a small gap between the elevator and like the floor, I guess.
Okay.
Not like the actual floor, but like, I don't know, each story, the elevator would just kind of slide into its place, but there was still like an inch gap, and the bats are about an inch big, so they
I
could
love
crawl through
bats.
there. They're very cute. They are, and they had the sound that they would make. Like, if you look up videos of bats, like, yeah, they chirp and they squeak and everything, but when you're in person, the bat chirp is
Squeal.
yeah. Well, it's not even like a scream. It's just like, it's the chirping sound. I don't have a better way to say it, but chirp or squeak,
Yeah.
because they're not long
Squeak.
tones. They're just like,
Squeak.
yeah. But they're so high pitched and ear piercing, and it's like almost painful to hear the bat scream.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's I miss it. I know in the past there was one of the other staff members that swung the net to catch the bat, and
No.
the bat's wing got hit by the ring of the net and broke its wing, which was very
God,
sad.
This is so sad.
Well, I mean, hey, that's nature. You ever think about
No, it's not.
okay?
It's a net.
You ever think about like what would happen if all humans on Earth were sucked up and put like back to primal times? Like how much of our population do you think would be wiped out?
If we all just like pop.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
then we were in primal times.
Yeah, like we got no buildings, no technology, no tools. We're back to scratch.
I think a lot of us, maybe at least half, would just go.
Yeah, I think like 3/4 of the people would probably die off.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't know, like, we haven't grown up. I don't think, yeah, no, I don't think. Nobody alive today has been in primal times. So, I don't think it's, no,
Yeah,
not a chance.
But I think we can both agree that none of the people alive today were alive during primal times.
That's what I was saying.
Bear Grylls.
Bear Grylls, he was alive during then. And apparently so was Nick Cage because he's a time traveler.
And Keanu Reeves.
And Keanu
Keanu Reeves.
Yes. But yays. You know what I want right now? Go out and just, I want to get a full slab of ribs with some Sweet Baby Ray's sauce.
I want that burrito bowl upstairs.
Ooh, it is still up there. Let me tell you, viewer, about what we got. We got a burrito bowl, which is there's no like carbs. It's just lettuce, meat, and cheese and other toppings. So the meat we got was chorizo. Oh, it's like it's called spicy pork, but it's not
Because
spicy.
it is spicy.
It's not spicy.
Because it probably is spicy.
And then we got the queso cheese, and then they normally have shredded cheese on top, but we got mozzarella cheese because they ran out. I haven't had it yet, but I'm really interested to see what the mozzarella is gonna add to the flavoring for this bad puppy.
It's probably not that warm anymore.
Oh, absolutely not. It's been a while.
And the lettuce is probably soaked.
Well, you know.
But that's fine. Whatever. At least it wasn't shredded chicken, and the chorizo is usually pretty dry.
That's why I like the chorizo,
comparatively.
because the shredded chicken is just so wet. It's in the brine or the broth or whatever, and it's just icky.
We do got the queso in there, though.
Yeah.
So everything's going to be nice and wet.
Yeah. I mean, I'd rather at that than just too dry. But
Yes. Besides food, I did want to ask you
Yeah.
if you think we have the time. What is how do you feel about Greek mythology?
I was really big into it when I was like middle schooler.
A lad?
Yeah, a lad, a lad in.
Oh.
When that's what I thought you were saying. I was like,
No.
lad. But I was really big into it, but mainly like the more popular Greek gods. Since then, I have not paid a bit of attention to it. But there was one friend of mine who we used to hang out and talk about Greek mythology together. But no, I don't really know a whole lot about it.
Well, I've picked up on some stories, and there's an artist, I don't know their name, but on Webtoon, they made a web comic called Lore Olympus, and I've been really into that for a while, and they've been posting that, they post like an episode every Sunday. They missed a couple here and there just because like they've been sick, or they're like, I don't want to rush this, so I want to take some time. And I'm like, take your time. Just when you upload an episode, please make it the same length that they used to be, and don't do just like 4 weeks of the same scene.
Right.
But other than that, the art is absolutely beautiful. And I think it's coming to an end right now.
No.
Like volume 1 is coming to an end right now.
No.
Because she's they made it into a book.
Oh.
So like it's just like paperback or whatever, but my sister pre-ordered it. I think I can buy it, but I'm not going to because money. And it's just, the art is so good.
Hell yeah.
I can't get over it. She gave everyone like their own color, so it's based off of like, it's a modernized story of Hades and Persephone and their romance.
That's really cool.
It is really cool.
Did it come out recently?
Kind of recently. I think I was reading it last year. I can't remember when I started reading it. It'll probably have the dates on there, but I'm not gonna look into it.
That's cool.
But like Persephone is pink, and then Hades is blue, Zeus is purple, Poseidon is green.
Should have been blue.
That's what I was saying. But I guess Hades is usually given that blue color. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's
in
kinda...
the Disney Hercules, Hades was blue there too.
Yeah,
well,
that's
he had
true.
blue hair, blue
Yeah.
flame hair. It doesn't matter. But
until I had seen that movie, I thought that was a woman. I thought that Hades was a woman.
okay, kind of like Ursula.
Yeah, very
Okay.
similarly.
Got it. It's just because their hair goes up.
And yeah, pretty much.
Then I don't know, but I've been very into the whole Hades and Persephone thing, and I think I will be into their story and their romance for years to come. I hope I am, because I did get a tattoo about it. And I'll probably get another one, but it's okay.
I mean, like, oh, good.
Well, it's okay. Go on.
I was just gonna say, like, hey, if you're passionate about something at one point in time, then it becomes history, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, yeah.
It was part of me once where
Right.
I was, basing my whole personality off of it.
I mean, not the personality part, but, like, that's why I got my Squidward tattoo on my leg.
Yeah.
Because SpongeBob was such a big part of my life, and still kind of is. So, I mean, I watched SpongeBob last night, going to sleep.
Yeah. I don't know what I would have based my personality off of. I think I was just making a joke. But I have a coworker that said that they were going to get a some sort of it's not Odysseus, Orpheus and Eurydice tattoo.
Okay.
That's the couple that was in the Hozier song.
Okay.
So
What Hozier song?
it's not Talk. I can't remember what it is. It's the one where they're talking about when no, never mind. He just mentions Orpheus and Eurydice,
Oh, okay.
but the Orpheus and Eurydice story is that Eurydice was running from, I think, a satyr in the woods that was trying to like come onto her.
What is a satyr?
It is a half goat man.
Which I'll assume.
Yeah,
Is it the bottom half?
yeah.
Okay, got it. I thought that was called something else, but I guess not.
There are a couple different things in
Goat
the
man.
world. Also, it is talk.
Oh.
But so she gets bitten by a snake while she's running away.
Eve?
Nope, Eurydice.
It's also very different, but go on.
There was a snake in
Yeah.
her story. Yep.
And a woman. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. It starts with an E.
E.
Eurydice is running away from a satyr, gets bitten by a snake, dies. Orpheus is like, no. And then he goes to the underworld and is like, please let me take my wife Eurydice out of the underworld. And then Hades is like, yeah, sure, you can do that, but just as long as you don't look at her the entire time that you're trying to get out of the underworld. And he's like, okay, yeah, I can do that. And so Eurydice is right behind him the whole time
Yeah.
that they're trying to get out. He makes it out and then can't wait, looks back and sees her, and she still hasn't crossed like the threshold. And so she's just kind of like, damn,
Yeah.
it's okay.
Yeah.
And just kind of like accepts it. And then Orpheus is like, no, again. It's just,
sucks.
it's real sad.
Stupid.
You could call it a tragedy.
What a tragedy. What tragedy?
Yep.
Tragedy.
Yeah.
Stupid. Shouldn't have looked back.
Hey. It's fine. It was just like, it's not even like she wasn't mad about it. She wasn't like, wow, we were right there. How could you?
Right.
It was like, it's going to be okay. Like, we tried. It didn't work. It's all good.
Speaking of kind of like the afterlife and such, I believe Dia de los Muertos is soon.
Yeah.
Day of the Dead.
I don't remember the date of it.
I don't either. I think it's like early December or November, which I lost my phone. Oh, here it is.
Don't remember.
But it's awesome.
November. Oh,
Is it today?
is it right now?
No, it doesn't look like it. Is it?
It said,
Today's the 2nd of November. Sorry, guys.
yeah, Day of the Dead 2021 United States began on November 1st and ends on November 2nd. So it
So
ends
it's
today.
yesterday.
So it's
I
yesterday and
guess.
ends today.
So it's Days of the Dead? Dias de los Muertos?
I
I think they were just saying like at midnight today. It's over.
have
It's
no
over.
idea. The Day of the Dead is a holiday celebrated from the 31st of October through the 2nd of November, inclusive.
Never mind.
Though other days, such as November 6th, may be included depending on the locality.
Something I was thinking about too with like different cultural holidays. I think that it would be cool to observe Hanukkah.
Yeah.
Like to have a menorah and like kind of learn a little bit about the tradition and culture. Because there is a lot to it. I would say that debatably Hanukkah's got more celebratory events than Christmas. Because, like, you got the dreidel you spin. You got the lighting of the menorah. And
Well, it's 8 days, right?
Well, yeah. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems like Jewish people celebrate a lot longer or more than... I mean, but I'm also just looking at, like, from the outside looking in, you know?
Yeah.
Because they might feel the same way to us.
There's definitely a lot more, like, I don't want to say more people celebrate Christmas, but, like, people that aren't even religious at all, usually.
It's just a feel-good holiday for the most part.
Well, yeah, but it's, like, people get it off from work, too. So, it's, like, I don't know, like, Some
Yeah.
people forget about the actual like religious aspects of Christmas, and
Mhm.
it's just like a present holiday
Right.
and like time to see family. So they do that, and then that's why I, in my head, think that more people celebrate Christmas, because Hanukkah, I feel like, is celebrated by people that have like that are Jewish and like actually practice and like
Yeah.
do stuff with that. And then
Yeah.
I don't go to church all the time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I agree. I think that even like, I bet Jews even sometimes celebrate Christmas, but
I
not
would just,
like.
to be safe, I would say Jewish people.
Oh well. Okay.
Uh,
Um, but yeah. So I'm interested in learning a little about that. They got Kwanzaa too, a good time. I know nothing about Kwanzaa,
I know absolutely nothing about Kwanzaa.
but the purpose is to learn. So
Yeah.
maybe these in these what holiday season, we should definitely look into it. I know
Yeah.
recently I was doing a board for my residents in my dorm about Native American like history.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some pretty cool Native American history. The tradition isn't really there anymore because for the most part they've kind of been wiped off. But yeah, I guess the culture kind of, it might last a little bit. I hope it does, because I think any culture is really important in any tradition.
Yeah. I don't know a lot about oh my god.
Supposedly the like different colored corn, and like
Yes.
I believe that has something to do with Native American history.
I know there was, because I had to read a book in 6th grade about it, and it was like something to do with maize, and there's like
Yeah.
a corn god. There's also a story about, it's like corn mother. That's
Oh.
what it is. I
Corn
don't
mommy?
know. No. I don't know what it is because I did not pay attention. But
I-
it's definitely like a harvest
Mhm.
kind of thing. It's not just like, hey, there's corn over there. Let's
Yeah.
let's make a holiday.
Well, like I know that like Thanksgiving and stuff. The reason we eat that food specifically is because, well, not all of it, but a lot of it was native to the area at the time,
Mm-hmm.
and the Native Americans did help us learn how to become farmers and like bring agriculture to the states.
Was that the teach a man to fish?
Basically,
kind of
yeah.
thing?
And speaking of fish, I don't know exactly how it worked, but like the Native Americans were telling the colonizers, damn colonizers, to actually we're gonna come back to that, to like bury fish in the ground along with the when they plant the seeds for corn, because
Okay.
it like there's good nutrients in there
Oh, yeah.
with the fish. But the only reason I remember that was because we were doing an activity where we had to bury Swedish fish in some pudding, and we're like,
my God.
ah, yes, the corn has grown. But
Jeez.
when I look back on like Native American and colonization, like history, typically I tend to side with the Native Americans because a majority of them are dead now, and that's not the way it should have gone. But at the same time, now I'm not taking the side of the colonizers, but they kind of like, without the colonizers, we probably wouldn't have been here today. Well, we wouldn't be here today, you know?
Well, yeah, but isn't it just because they colonized?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
okay.
like I'm sitting here like, man, fuck the colonizers. They fucking the pilgrims and
Well, just because we're here doesn't mean that we have to be like thankful that so many innocent people lost their lives.
yeah, Thanksgiving's fucked up, dog.
Yeah.
It's in the name right there.
Oh my God.
I know.
It's just also with like is it the reservation?
I need some more.
Like it's, oh my God. Indigenous people stay on like a reservation,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
then it's like they're always really they're not in good condition at all. Usually the water supply is absolute trash. There's a lot of like alcoholism that runs through where it's like, oh man, I don't know. I am uneducated, but I watched a documentary and I just have some things in my head.
Well, the like Native American tribes are still, some of them are still around.
Yeah.
I think a majority of them are up in kind of Canada right now, southern Canada. But is it the Cherokee? No, I don't think it's the Cherokee. There's one of the tribes that are still around, and the first female chief was elected. Her name's Wilma Mankiller, which is an amazing name.
That's crazy.
I know, and that was in the 80s, like 1980s.
Oh, I didn't know that was in the 80s.
Yeah.
I like
So
that.
it's like, it's coming around.
Yeah.
I looked up what Thanksgiving, like the purpose of Thanksgiving is, because like I assumed it was just, I don't know, the happy people. Thanksgiving Day, annual national holiday in the United States and Canada. Oh, I didn't know that. Canada also celebrates Thanksgiving. Celebrating the harvest and other blessings of the past year. So yeah. Oh, and it's not even like the past history. It's just of the year. So like, that's kind of neat. Reflecting on just the year.
Yeah.
I never considered it that way. But that also makes sense. Makes sense because you sit down with the same people every Thanksgiving, being like, yes. So how have you been? What have you been up to? You know, and you probably haven't talked to
What are
them.
you thankful for this year?
Right. This year, right?
Yeah.
So, Thanksgiving is modeled on a 1621 harvest feast shared by the English colonists, pilgrims of Plymouth, and the Wampanoag people. So there was a specific tribe that also brought forth Thanksgiving for the pilgrims. From my understanding as well, I believe the pilgrims kind of provided the feast because the Native Americans provided the feast for the pilgrims because they just got there. But
No, well, yeah. They had like nothing, I thought.
the pilgrims,
Yeah.
yeah, they had jack shit. The food on their back and the clothes.
The food on their back.
The food on their back, the clothes on their back, and the food. No, they didn't even have food. I meant guns. Food on the clothes on their back, and the guns.
Oh my, great.
They got the blunderbuss, I believe, but I don't know shit. So let me just stop talking.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I think that's a good pin to put in the end of this episode. Thanks for walking down the history of Thanksgiving with us.
Yeah.
And say it with me now. Fuck the colonists.
Fuck
so.
the colonists.
So I hope you all have a great day. Reflect on this upcoming Thanksgiving or the one afterwards about what you're thankful for, but not the colonists. If you're thankful for the colonists, go away.
Thank an indigenous person today.
Yes, even though there's very few, but
Okay, yeah.
give them a call. Bring them up. Get a pen pal.
Oh my God.
All right, guys, you have a good one. Thanks for listening to Don't You Hate It. Bye-bye.
Bye.